I never thought a simple dinner would change my life. The company had booked the whole top floor of a fancy hotel in downtown Chicago. Crystal lights hung from the ceiling, and soft music played while servers moved like shadows. Everyone wore their best suits and dresses. I did too, even though my shoes pinched my feet. This dinner was to celebrate a strong year. Sales were up. Profits were high. The CEO was flying in just for this night. I worked hard all year. Late nights. Missed weekends. I trusted my boss, Mark Reynolds, when he said bonuses were being processed. I believed him because I wanted to. That night, I sat at a round table near the stage. Mark sat 2 seats away from me. He laughed loud, slapped backs, and drank like nothing worried him. I felt proud but also nervous. Money had been tight. My mom's medical bills were piling up. That bonus mattered more than Mark knew. When the CEO, Richard Hale, took the mic, the room went quiet. He thanked us. He praised loyalty. He spoke about reward. Then he stepped off the stage and walked around, greeting people. When he reached our table, he smiled at me. "So," he said, warm and casual, "did your bonus help this year?" I froze. "What bonus?" I asked. The room went silent. I turned my head slowly and looked straight at my boss. Mark's smile did not fade right away. For a second, he kept the same grin, like he thought I was joking. Then his eyes shifted. Richard frowned. "You didn't receive it?" "No, sir," I said. My voice sounded calm, but my hands shook under the table. I didn't get any bonus. People around us stopped eating. Forks hovered in the air. "That's not possible," Richard said. "Your department had the highest growth. Everyone qualified." Mark laughed, too fast. "There must be a mix-up," he said. "Payroll errors happen." Richard nodded slowly, but his eyes stayed sharp. "We'll discuss this tomorrow." The music came back on. People tried to act normal again, but the mood had changed. Mark leaned toward me and whispered, "We'll talk later." I nodded, but my stomach felt heavy. That night, I barely slept. My mind replayed the moment again and again. The look on Mark's face. The CEO's tone. Something was wrong. The next morning, Mark called me into his office. "You embarrassed me," he said, closing the door. "I told the truth," I replied. He stared at me. "You should have kept quiet." That was when I knew. This wasn't a mistake. Mark told me to sit. I stayed standing. "You're young," he said. "You don't understand how things work." "I understand my paycheck," I said. "And my bonus never came." He sighed like I was a child. "Bonuses depend on timing. Budgets. Strategy." "That's not what you told me last month," I said. "You said it was approved." Mark's jaw tightened. "Be careful." I walked out without another word. That day, I checked my emails. I searched every message Mark ever sent about bonuses. I found 3. All said the same thing: approved, pending, processing. I went to payroll. They looked confused. "Your bonus was paid," the clerk said. "To who?" I asked. She hesitated. "It was routed through management." My heart dropped. That evening, I called my mom. I didn't tell her everything. I just said work was stressful. She told me she trusted me. That night, I made a choice. If Mark thought I would stay quiet, he was wrong. I started small. I downloaded my pay stubs. I compared numbers. I noticed something odd. My base pay was correct, but there were strange deductions marked adjustment. I printed everything. Next, I checked our team's performance reports. We had exceeded targets by 18%. The bonus pool should have been large. I spoke to Jenna from accounting over coffee. Did you get your bonus? I asked. She shook her head. Mark said it was delayed. I asked 2 more coworkers. Same answer. My chest burned. This wasn't just about me. I requested a meeting with HR. They scheduled it for the next week. Mark stopped talking to me. He reassigned my projects. He cut me out of meetings. I felt scared, but also clear. He was hiding something. HR listened but took notes carefully. We'll investigate, they said. Days passed. Nothing happened. Then Mark called me again. You're making trouble, he said. This won't end well for you. I just want what I earned, I said. He leaned closer. Drop this. I didn't. That night, I got an anonymous email. Subject line, check the bonus account. Inside was a spreadsheet. My name was there. So was Mark's. The spreadsheet showed bonus transfers. Every team member's bonus had gone into one account. Mark's. My hands shook as I stared at the numbers. Thousands of dollars. Mine included. I forwarded the file to my personal email. The next morning, Richard Hale requested a company-wide audit. Mark didn't show up to work. People whispered. I stayed quiet. The audit took 2 weeks.